Welcome to Kendra's Artistic Crochet Designs, and we are on Technique Tuesday, and we are going to do square number 19 from the 63 Easy-To-Crochet pattern stitches combined to make an Heirloom Afghan by Darla Sims. So we are going to do the circle in a square, it's called. That is number 19. Alright. I am starting with orange yarn. This is I Love This Yarn, and it is just the color orange from I Love This Yarn. Oh, what did I do with the beginning? Here we go. Okay. Alright, so you can start with a chain of 5 to make a circle. Just like I showed you, I think it was last Wednesday. A chain of 4 or 5, whatever you want to do. I am going to use, again, the magic circle. Because that is my favorite way of starting out a circle or a square. So from here we're going to chain 3, and we need 16 altogether. This chain 3 is the same as a double crochet, so we're going to count that. So I need 15 more double crochets in this ring. So let's put, as soon as I get it going here, there's one. I need to maybe make this circle a little bit smaller. There we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we should have 16 here. I'm going to pull this shut a little bit. And let's count these to make sure I have 16 altogether. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I do have 16. I was hoping, I need a pair of, find my glasses. What did I do with them? There they are. Alright. Alright, I need my glasses on so I can see. Alright, so here we go. We got 16, so I'm going to pull that shut. And I am going to, at the top of this chain 3, I'm going to slip stitch at the top of the chain 3. Oh, come on. I lost it. So here we are with 16. Everything pulled tight. This is what you should have, a circle. And I'm finding cat hairs in there. Alright. So the kitty was up on the table playing with my yarn earlier. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to chain 4. And in the next double crochet, you're going to double crochet. Okay? Chain 1. And we're going to double crochet in the next one. Chain 1. We're putting chain 1s in between. So we're double crocheting in each one of these. You should have 16 double crochets again, and 16 chain 1 spaces. So we are chaining 1 in between the double crochets. And then when you get to the last double crochet, make sure you chain 1 before you slip stitch to the top of the chain 3. And that is what it should look like. So we've got chain 1s in between the double crochets. All right. And so that was round 2. Now round 3, we're going to slip stitch into the chain 1 space, and we are going to chain 3 and double crochet in that chain 1 space. So this is half of, we're going to make a square from here. Okay, this is half of that corner. So we're just going to do that, and then we're going to chain 1, half double crochet in the chain 1 spaces, chaining 1 in between, and we should be doing that 4 times. Before, is it 4 times? Well, no, I didn't. Okay, let's take that out. That's not correct. All right. All right, so it's a half double crochet, chain 1, then single crochet in the next space, chain 1, half double crochet in the next space, chain 1, and the next space is your corner. So you're going to put 2 double crochet in the next space, chain 2, and 2 double crochet in there. And now we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to put a half double crochet, chain 1, a single crochet, chain 1, and a half double crochet, chain 1, and then we're going to do a corner again. So there's 2 double crochet, chain 2, and 2 double crochet in the next space. Now we're going to chain 1. We do a half double crochet in the next space, chain 1, a single crochet in the next space, chain 1, and a half double crochet in the next space. We're going to chain 1 again. So we have our corner right here is next. So we're 2 double crochet, chain 2, and 2 double crochet. Okay, so this is the last side of your square. We're going to chain 1 and half double crochet in the next space. Chain 1, single crochet in the next space. Chain 1, half double crochet in the next space, chain 1. Now I only made this halfway because we've got to finish this corner right here. So 2 double crochets here, and I am going to half double crochet to the top of the chain 3 to make that corner. Because this will always start me out in the corner. And this is your square, what the square should look like. Okay? So, we are going to chain 3 here and put a number double crochet in here, doing half of the square. We'll finish it up when we come back around. Okay, so this is round 4. So now that's where I got mixed up. We're going to chain 1 from here, and we're going to half double crochet. The pattern says to chain 2. I don't see to put these chain 2s in there, and I don't see where we need a chain 2. I'm putting chain 1s in mine. You could do whatever. So the pattern says to chain 2 in between these. You should have 4 half double crochets in those spaces. So there's, we have 4 spaces on the side, half double crochets. Then when we chain 1 and get to the corner, you're doing the same thing, 2 double crochet, chain 2, and 2 double crochet in that corner. Chain 1 and find the next space, because there's 2 double crochets here. Go into the next space and put a half double crochet in it. Chain 1, go in the next space, put a half double crochet in that. Chain 1, space, chain 1, space. There are 4 spaces along the side, and you should have 1 half double crochet in each one of those spaces with the chain 1 or chain 2, whatever you want to do, in between them. And that's all there is to this round. So we're making our corner, the 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. And I'm going to chain 1, and we are going to do their half double crochets again. Chain 1, or I am chaining 1. You could chain 2 if you want. The pattern says to chain 2. That's up to you. Chaining 1 afterwards, then doing our corner again. 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. Chain 1, and I'm putting half double crochet, chain 1, and a half double crochet, chain 1, a half double crochet in the chain 1 space, and there you go. So there should be 4. Yes, there's 4. And now I'm going to finish this corner. We're back around again with the 2 double crochets, and I'm going to half double crochet into that top of that chain 3 to make my last corner. And there is our square thus far. So that is 4 rounds. So round 5, okay, so round 5 is we're going to chain 3 from here and put another double crochet to do half that corner. And we'll finish that on the way back. And so now we're going to find the chain 1 spaces or chain 2 spaces, and we're going to put 2 double crochets in each one of those. And there should be 5 of those. So we are not chaining 1 in between these. We're just putting double crochets in these chain 1 or 2 spaces, whichever you have. And so there should be, I've chained 5 chain 1 spaces or chain 2 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is 2 double crochets in each one of those. Then when you get to the corner is the same. It's 2 double crochet, chain 2, and 2 double crochet in that corner. So you'll continue around finding your your spaces and putting 2 double crochets in each one of those. So we actually have 10 double crochets, not counting the corners, on each side. So there'll be 10 double crochets, not counting the corners, on each side. Okay, and now we're back at the corner again. So it's 2 double crochet, chain 2, and 2 double crochet. And continue around doing the same thing. 2 double crochets in each of the spaces. And then we're doing our corner, 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. And we are finishing off this last side, putting 2 double crochets in each of the spaces. Making sure that you have 10 double crochets on each side, not counting these corners. Now I'm back at we're at the beginning again, and I'm going to put 2 double crochet in this corner and half double crochet at the top of my chain 3 to complete that corner. And this is what the square should look like now. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait a minute, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it should be 5 rounds. All right. So we have 3 more rounds to this square. And so we are going to chain 3, and I'm going to start off with doing half of my corner like I normally do. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go in each one of these double crochets and put 1 double crochet in each one. So we had 10, 11, 12, 13. You should have 14 double crochets, not counting your corner, on the side. So there should be 14 double crochets on each side now. Which this starts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yep, 14. And now we're at the chain 2 space, so we are going to do 2 double crochet, chain 2, and 2 double crochet in there. Okay. And then we're just going to continue going and making sure we have 14. We're putting 1 double crochet in each double crochet around. So you should have 14 double crochets on the sides. It's not counting your corner. And then in your corner, we have 2 double crochet, chain 2, and 2 double crochet in your corners. And then when you get, do not forget this first one right here. It is there. It is right there, your first stitch, right after your corner. Okay. More cat hairs. All right. So we'll just continue around. You get your corner and then 14 stitches along the side until we get all the way around this thing, which is coming up. And then I am putting the 2 double crochets to finish off my corner, and I'm going to half double crochet into my top of my chain 3 space, or yeah, my top of my chain 3 as I normally do. So this is what the square looks like now. All right, so there's 6 rounds there. So all right, so now we're going to chain 1, and in this corner, we're in the corner now, I'm going to do 3 single crochets in there. And then we're going to single crochet in each stitch across. I'm putting 1 single crochet in each one of those double crochets. And then when we get, so there should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So you should have 18 single crochets along the side, not counting that corner. So each side should have 18 single crochets. When you get to the corner, we are putting 5 double or single crochets in that corner. So there's 3, 4, 5, and this one right here, don't let these single crochets, this is your first stitch right there. And putting 1 single crochet in each double crochet across, which should be 18 stitches. 18 single crochets. with 5 single crochets in each corner. 3, 4, 5. And keep going around, putting 1 in each double crochet. Okay, and then 5 in the corner. 3, 4, 5, and then finish off this side. I started out with 3 single crochets in my corner. I'm going to finish that off with 2 more once I get over here. And I'm going to put 2 more in here. And then slip stitch to that first single crochet. And that is what it looks like there. One last row on this before the border. Okay. All right, so we're going to chain 1 here. And we're going to put, we're right in the middle, right? So we're going to put 3 single crochets in there, in that middle one of this corner. And now we're going to single crochet in the next 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put 2 single crochet in the next. And then 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 2 single crochet in the next. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2 single crochet in the next. And we're going to single crochet in the next 4, 2, 3, 4, and then you're going to end up, you're right in the middle. This is the middle of the corner, so we're putting 3 single crochet in that middle. And we're going to start over again. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2 single crochet in the next. And then we're going to go again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, with 2 single crochet in the next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2 single crochet in the next. You're doing that 3 times. You do that 3 times. Then you should have 4 stitches left after you do that. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, which ends you right in the middle of your, it's the third one and right in the middle, and you're just going to put 3 single crochets in there. And then you're going to start over and do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, with 2 single crochets in the next. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we got 2 in the next. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with 2 single crochets in the next. And now we should have 4 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we are at the middle again with 3 single crochets in that middle one, which is our corner. Alright, so there we go. We'll start over again. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2 single crochets in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2 single crochets in there. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2 in there. In the next one. And we should have 4 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I am going to slip stitch in the first single crochet. And that is our square. That is the end of our square. That's a nice one. I like this one. I really do. I've never made one of those before. I really like that. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to cut this off short because we are going to put the border on next. And I'm going to take out a couple of these stitches so I can tie this yarn on for my border. And I'm going to do the magic knot like I normally do. So we'll tie that on there and tie this one on there. And then pull them together. And then I like to really tighten this knot up. And I tighten it up as much as I possibly can before I cut those off. So we'll cut them off short like that. Alright, let me finish these stitches that I took out. Alright, so here is what we're going to do with the border. We're going to put a single crochet in the same stitches, the joining. Okay, and now I'm going to put 3 single crochets in this next stitch because that is my corner. And now we're just going to single crochet across to the next corner. Wait a minute. Nope, that ain't right. Make sure we do this like we do all the rest of the squares. Okay, so we're in the corner. We put a single crochet in the corner. Chain 2. Is it 2 single crochets? It's actually 2 single crochets. Goodness gracious. Alright. So we're going to do 2 single crochets in the corner, chain 2, and 2 single crochets in that corner. Alright, now we're going to single crochet around. I had to think about it because this is my border that I come up with. So we're just single crocheting in each stitch around across to the next corner. Don't be making knots. All right. All right, so it's the middle of the 3 in your corner. You're going to do 2 single crochets in there, chain 2, and 2 single crochets. And then continue around to the next corner. We're just putting 1 single crochet in each stitch. And in the corner, when you get to the corner, it's 2 single crochet, chain 2, 2 single crochets in that corner. And continue across to the next corner. All right, in the corner then, 2 single crochet, chain 2, 2 single crochet. And then when I get to the very beginning, I'm going to slip stitch to the very first one. And that is what our square looks like. I am going to need some stitch markers. I mark in these corners with a stitch marker. Alright. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is we are going to go into the we're going to slip stitch in the front loop. And this probably, sometimes this might be helpful. It's to mark your first slip stitch. Let me see. I'm going to mark this first slip stitch right here. With the pink one. So I'm going to skip over this chain 2 space and we're going to continue. We're going to find the next stitch and slip stitch into the front loop of it because we're slip stitching loosely into the front loops of these single crochets. Loosely. If you find that it is too tight and it draws up your work too much, then you may want to go up a hook size. Or just loosen them. Alright, so I am skipping, that's why we put these stitch markers in here. We're skipping those chain 2 spaces, which is the corners, and we are slip stitching in the front loops of these chains. Hey, Nicholas.
What are you working on?
We are making a circle in a square. We're finishing it up. You like this one?
So like there's going to be a circle. Oh.
See the circle?
Oh, yeah.
Within the square? So we're working on the border right now. And finishing this up.
Is that how big it's going to be?
Yep.
That's it?
It's a nice size square.
What are you going to do with it?
We are going to be making blankets with one of these squares.
Pumpkin.
There's Pumpkin. She's not sure about you yet.
When did you get this? When did you get this?
I don't know. That comes from your house.
It did?
Mm-hmm.
It's just a thing you wear around your back. So pumpkins just usually hanging around here now.
Mm-hmm. She go back there?
Yeah. I stepped over to grab it and she said I was coming over to get her.
Oh.
And yeah, I'm gonna be upstairs watching TV.
All right.
Mom, guess what?
That was my grandson coming down to see what I was doing. It's funny how kids are always full of questions. All right. We are almost at... We're going to skip my last corner and go into the next stitch and continue across. But we're almost at the end here.
You want mustard? Nicholas, come out and tell me what you want on it.
All right. And now I'm just going to take this off and slip stitch into that very first slip stitch. And then I'm going to look behind these slip stitches. And there should be a back loop that we have not used yet. And see the back loops right there? And what we're going to do is we're going to single crochet in those back loops. Until we get to the corner. And in the corner, we're going to put 3 single crochets in there, in that chain 2 space. And then we're going to continue by putting single crochets in the back loops of the previous single crochets.
Come out and get your chips. Nicholas, come here. You gotta get moving.
All right, so that is what this looks like. And when you get to the corners, make sure you're putting 3 single crochets in those corners. And then you go all the way around like that. And it'll have this nice little ridge on the border. And that's what the square will look like. So I'll let you finish up your square off camera, and I will finish up mine off camera. And as always, thank you for watching, and have a great day. And bye-bye now.